I'm gonna try to do this in between the bursts of lawnmower as it arrives and departs from the vicinity of my window. I'm gonna use a foundation today, not concealer all over my face like I typically do. This is by Serum. I got this a while back and I haven't used it much. I don't know if it's the shade match or I just like concealer, but this is the shade 6.5. It's the Dewdrop foundation. It's a serum foundation. I believe you really only need a couple drops, but I'm gonna go a little bit harder today. I'm just gonna put it on this candle lid. I'm in the mood for a full face of makeup, and I feel like I say that every single time I get on camera, and it's probably because I'm about to film another video. Today's a big filming day. There's just something about camera, videography, photography, where makeup doesn't translate the same. So a little more looks a little better. So now I'm just gonna take, I think I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. Lawnmower. My brushes were dirty, so I just grabbed this to blend my concealer the other day, and it gave a beautiful, smooth, airbrushed look, so I'm gonna do that. And I take a little bit and then bring it over here and work it in. I think that's a good shade match. My first placement is in the places I want most coverage. So I have redness and texture. It's so odd on the bridge of my nose, so here and here, and then these little freckles that are morphing into age spots. That was fun to wake up to because it really does feel like it happens overnight, even though it doesn't. That I need coverage, and I do have freckles all over my face. I don't try to cover every freckle. That would be insane to me. I like freckles when they know their place and they don't gather in a group. Oh, that was kind of a lot in one spot. Really didn't mean to do all that. And I typically don't bring it under the eye, but hey, I remember, what is that brand? It's at the drugstore. It's at the drugstore. Okay, this is a great shade match. It's kind of peachy, kind of golden. It's actually a little dark for me right now. Well, my neck is always so white, no matter what. I feel like even when I put on self-tan, it doesn't adhere to my neck the same way it does everywhere else. But there was a serum foundation I used to enjoy. I can see it. I can see the brand. I don't even know, my phone's back here. Oh my gosh. Number 7 foundation. It was a serum. I really enjoyed that way back in the day when I was trying to just do beauty content. This is going on beautifully with this brush, and this brush is a BK Beauty 110. By the way, I guess I should name my brushes so I can at least list them when I go to edit this video. I typically try to list everything in the description box. And I hit the ears and I bring it just a little bit. I don't coat my neck in it, but I like to blend the jawline into the neck. This entire makeup tutorial is not gonna be like this, where everything is a life story. Okay, Tower 28 concealer. This is my favorite concealer that I've tried so far. This shade may be a little light, and it just says EP on here. Is that correct? I'm just gonna use the same brush, and you can see that foundation didn't cover everything, but it made everything look smoother. It evened out my skin tone just a little bit, but it's not full coverage. You know, I think I'm gonna use my finger first. Oh wow, that's drying. It's drying immediately. I was gonna do that thing where some people let their concealer set to get more coverage, but my skin just drinks it up. I guess you can't do that unless your skin's very normal or oily. Yep, I don't know what I was thinking. Under here is still a little dark, but sometimes when I add my blush and bronzer and everything else, it brightens my face up in such a way that I don't need full coverage for the zombie bags. I'll go ahead and do cheeks, and I've been trying to shop more of my collection because I can get stuck on the same products and just use them over and over again. I don't know if I have a big enough collection to do a monthly makeup kit or a monthly makeup bag where you shop your stash, pick out what you want to use that month. I don't think it's big enough to do that, but I do have some things that I just abandon down here. Okay, so I'm first gonna use this e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is a bit cooler than what I'm used to. The finish is also way less balmy. I'm used to cream bronzers being very creamy, very balmy, tacky. This dries down to a satin, which I can get carried away with glow and shine, so it kind of holds me back. I feel like I'm gonna use a lot of cheek products because I was gonna say I'm topping it with 2 cheek, whatever. I don't know, let's just go. It's very subtle. So if you like to cake on your blush and bronzer and you're trying to chill out, I think this would be a good product because it won't let you. I will use it a little bit like contour down here. Then I'm gonna take this Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks. Chouchette is the shade. And this, I think I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first. The finish of this is also very smooth, not too tacky and balmy. And then I have these little areas that seem like they don't want to take any pigment, so it just looks like a hole. Like someone took their finger and just wiped off everything. I kind of do the boyfriend blush placement just a little bit. I just think it suits my face. I know a lot of people will say don't come below the nostril, but how weird would that look on me if I just had blush under my eyes? I will touch my nose just a little. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I was gonna add my Tower 28 orange bronzer, orange blush. I don't think I need it. I think this is pretty. It's subtle, blushy, and this is a Beauty Pie foundation brush. I don't know if they sell this anymore. I don't know if Beauty Pie is still around. It was a long time ago. I don't really have any eyeshadows that exist except for this VIEVE palette and my iPods by Westman Atelier that are a bit too cool. And especially in the summer, I like a really warm shadow. So I think I'm just gonna use this. It's just neutrals. I wanna do a lighter kind of smoky eye. Do I say that in every video? I'm gonna be using these brushes that I bought from CVS solely for the angled brush. So if you're in need of some eye brushes and you see this set, it's great. It's better than I thought it was going to be. A long time ago, I had a dual-ended spoolie. So it had this angle on one side and then a spoolie on the other, obviously. And this is perfect if you like to use powder for your brows because it's really soft. It doesn't block them off. It doesn't do a harsh line. And mine fell apart. So I was looking for that. They didn't have that. Saw this, bought the whole thing. So I'm gonna be using these brushes today. And do I need to go in with a base shadow? I will, because I have a double fold and crinkly lids, and the concealer or foundation or whatever I put up there is kind of settling. So I'm gonna take the fluffy one and go into this cream. It's like a yellow cream. It's like an ivory. Maybe not. My wedding dress was ivory and it didn't have a yellow tint, so. These are powdery eyeshadows, so I wanna work in light layers. I feel like if you start piling it up, the lids start to look really dry. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyebrows all waxed up with my ABH Brow Freeze, so I can let them be setting while I do my eye makeup. Ooh, that's kind of a lot. Really didn't mean to do that. Holy moly. It's like slicked back hair, but brows. I love the way this performs. It does sometimes give a little bit of flake. So, like dandruff brows. I need to turn that down. Why is that so hot? I'll just take that same brush. I'm gonna go into this beautiful camel sandy shade. I love sandy shades. I really wanna try, this is awful. I ordered a long time ago some Serum eyeshadows because I think the formula, they somehow mix it where it's a cream and powder or a jelly, I don't know. They're supposed to be beautiful and smoothing and this really unique formula. And I'm pretty positive when I was throwing the packaging away, I threw the eyeshadows away. so I never got to try it. And I've always wanted to try them because I'm leaning towards more creamy formulas as I get older. And I don't do in-depth eye looks anymore. I just want a little definition, a little shadow. But I like when the shadow makes the texture of your lid look beautiful. And I know that may sound weird. I'm gonna also take my finger. I have a really hard time getting to my lashes without my finger. There we go. I want it to meet. I mean, I have BK Beauty, I have Smith brushes, and is there a difference? I mean, these brushes are great. Did a lot more on this side, didn't I? Woo! I'm pretty sure these blend into oblivion, so they will be okay. Now I feel like I need to make it match and make this side more dramatic. Going ham. I like to pull it out towards the tail of my brow. It just gives the appearance of more real estate. I feel like my eyes are bigger and wider. See, they settle. They're punchy at first, but they do settle into a light wash. I was going to deepen up the crease, but this is so pretty, just that camel wash. I may leave it, do a little bit of liner, come back. So what do I want to use? I feel like this dark brown isn't going to show up. I always resort to my Tati palette for my faux liner. I just use shadow as eyeliner. But I may try this darkest chocolate brown first. Oh. Definitely needs to be blended. Holy moly. It almost has a burgundy tone. Hey, swept away pretty easily though. And that was so much easier than my old approach to a smoky eye, which was the 2016 version. A million layers and placements of eyeshadow. This was so much easier. It's like just put dark stuff on top and down beneath. That's basically it. I'll go ahead and do mascara. I'm using the Tower 28 MakeWaves, and I have black. The brown is also gorgeous. I almost feel like I prefer the brown. I will let that dry, and then I'm probably going to declump. I'll do lips and then brows. I've been using this lip liner a lot. It's by Honeybee Gardens. It's Island Spice. That's the color. I need some new lip liners. I feel like I just have variations of brown. Ew. Ew. I'm sorry. There's a lip bubble. I'm sorry. Yuck. I'm just kind of blending it with an eyeshadow brush before I go in with a nude. I'm gonna use my City Lips gloss. I used to wear these all the time. I had a pink shade. This is nude. I got rid of the pink. I forgot how great these were. So I'm gonna put it on that brush. This is gonna nude things out because this is too much. The dark lip, dark eyes, it's just a little much for me. Ugh, my lip. Oh my gosh, it's so chapped, it's bubbling. You know, I may add some of this Chouchette on top. All right, just quickly do some brows. I'm using my Arches and Halos. Halos or Halo? Arches and Halos brow powder. And I just fill in the gaps and brush it out. And because I put that wax down, it just stays. You don't have to add anything else, which is awesome. To set my face and add a little bit of warmth, I'm taking my RMS bronzer in Bikini Beach and just a big fluffy brush. This look doesn't really have any summer specific qualities. It's more of an all year round look, but I was going through my Instagram story archives and I saw a picture where I had on a glossy peach shadow, peach blush, and a peachy lip. And it just looked beautiful and fresh and juicy. So maybe I can find some peach stuff and do that makeup look. But I hope you enjoyed this video. There was a comment on my last makeup video that said more makeup please. So here you are. I hope you have a great one. Thanks so much for watching.